Hi there. Today I'm going to show you a video on how to access the South Dakota State Library website databases. This is an important tool that anyone can use, whether you're a student, a parent, or a teacher. To access the State Library database, first thing you need to do is just go in and type in library.sd.gov. This will take you to the State Library website homepage. On this page you can find information and different ways to link to different aspects with the State Library site, but the one that we're going to focus on today is called Databases. Simply click on the link and it will take you to the complete list of the South Dakota State databases. The important thing to understand with this is that you do not need to have a library card to access these databases. The only thing is that your user must be physically in the state of South Dakota. So if you happen to be traveling on the edges of South Dakota, that might become an issue, or if you live on the edges of South Dakota, or you live, say, in Iowa and commute. For most people, that shouldn't be a problem. What I'd like to show you today real quick is just some of the different types of tools and databases that you can access for different levels. I'd like to first start with by looking at some tools that you can use for all students that are early education or even pre-K education. First tool I'd like to show you is called Bookflix. Many of the early education teachers may have already started using this, so it might be a tool that's not unfamiliar.
Or click on the feature to begin.
What Bookflix offers is a collection of books and materials. So we're going to go ahead and do people and places.
People and places.
A lot of times they will pair a fiction book with a non-fiction book. So let's go with Johnny Appleseed. So for example, you can go ahead and watch a story, watch a video with your child. And read along with the narrator.
Johnny Appleseed. In the early days of the American frontier, when most of this nation was still wild, unsettled land.
So I backed out of there, and here's an example of looking at the book in which you can go that goes along with it. Do a read along.
Take a bite out of a big, juicy apple. Inside, you'll find a few tiny black seeds. They may not look like much, but those little seeds can grow into a forest of trees. Just ask the man nicknamed Johnny Appleseed.
And then they also have a few other aspects that you can utilize as well.
Read the clue below. Click on the word it matches. Match all the words to uncover a picture. The parts of plants.
So I backed out of Bookflix and went back to the database. Another one that you can use, especially for those for ages 2 through 6, is Miss Humblebee's Academy. To be able to use this product, as you see, you may have to create an account to use its full lesson, but it's not required. There is a lot that you can do, especially for the very early ages, as it says 2 through 6. So that is just one of the options. And towards the bottom of the page, They also have World Book, the encyclopedia company, has put together a lot of great collections and different things that you can use for early education and elementary as well. So for example, World Book Early Learning. World Book Learning has a lot of different options that you can engage. It's specifically designed for the young student, those pre-K and early elementary education students. It includes things such as stories, different activities, games that they can play, videos, etc. Along with that, for those that are slightly a little bit older, is World Book Kids. You can search by topic, so it's a good way of encouraging research. They can go ahead and just focus on a certain area. Maybe they have want to work with some maps. There is a lot to explore, and it's a good opportunity for you to decide what would work best for you in your classroom or at home or whatever research you're trying to work with. There are several other different databases that are very effective and very have a lot of use. Another one is TrueFlix. This one's similar to that of BookFlix, except it's geared for all ages from elementary to intermediate, junior high, and high school. One of the ways that you can use this tool, if you look at a lot of them, you can find things like resources and tools. So let's say you want to find material for, pick a subject here. Oops. Let's sort it by Lexile score, meaning be a slightly more advanced reading level. And you want to have your student do some research on experiments with solids, liquids, and gases. Once again, it also has a book that they can read with it. So those are just some of the options that you can use. To back out, if you want your students to be doing some research, I encourage you to use the State Library database. Part of that is because you can guarantee that the information that they're gathering is from trusted news sources. For example, U.S. Newsstream is a collection of newspapers from around the United States and the world. SIRS Discoverer is a good one for elementary and middle school. SIRS Researcher is that middle school, high school one. That allows you to search by subject areas. And there are a lot of different ones on here that I'm not going to speak as well that I encourage you to try out. This might be a good one for if you're doing a history project, etc. So this is the State Library database. Once again, I encourage you to use this. You can use it for a lot of different reasons, whether you are a teacher, parent, or a student. This is a great site that you can use. And remember, to access these sites, you need to go to library.sd.gov first, click on Databases, and then access your database. If you do that, they're all available to you free.